We haven't been afraid to go for the supplemental selection period in the last few seasons to add players, and we've had some great success there. Is that an option again this year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely, and particularly when we can come out of the trade period, we can get through the national draft, and then really assess what have we brought in, what types, and are there any needs or holes on the list that we still feel that we'd like to fill, more specifically with roles that you touched on earlier. So, yeah, like you said, it worked well with Isaiah Dudley last year and Paddy Voss the year before, and I think that's something that we'll be very much open to leaving one, maybe even two rookie spots open, so that we can get a number of guys in to train, and you get a really good look at them. You can see how much they improve over pre-season, and also a lot of match sim as well, so you can get a really good feel for how they're tracking, how their attitudes are, and if we think they'll fill a need for us.
The draft is still 2 months away, and while trades are still happening, is it still a busy time with draft interviews and planning?
Yeah, absolutely. You've still got to combine the two. So, like next week, the trade period opens on the Friday, but that's the first day of the National Combine starting as well. So that'll run for 4 days. A lot of interviews, a lot of testing, a lot of medical, psych information as well. So that'll be interstate combines after that. And for example, next week we'll be going to South Australia as well for a couple of days. We've got to finish off our home interviews over there. So it's still a combination of both trade and draft.
How do you see Fremantle's list? Are there any big picture needs you can perhaps reveal moving forward?
I wouldn't say like any big picture needs, but we just got to keep adding. Like you can see that the competition and the sides that are playing in the grand final now aren't sitting still. They're still adding players and getting better. So that's one thing that we've just got to keep finding ways that I think we'll get a lot of organic growth on our list from what's there. But we need to keep adding and making sure we're getting better year on year. So, and we'll be looking at every avenue. Like I said, if we can add players through trade to help us immediately, that'd be great. But we'll also keep adding through the draft as well. But I feel like in terms of big picture needs, I think you can't have enough good players on your list.
How do you see the age and game profile of our list with really experienced guys like Sonny, Fife, Aishi, all hanging up the boots this year? We've lost some of that top end experience, but are we still well placed?
I think we're still well placed. Like I said, this is a year where we're not having a huge amount of change. So even though we've lost some of those more experienced guys, the majority of our list are staying together and growing. And we've got a wave coming through. So where 40 players are getting 12 months older and 12 months more experience as well. So even though we've lost the older guys with that top end experience, as a whole the group is getting more experience. So we would always like to add experience where we can, and it is something that we're mindful of, that we would like the playing group to be getting older. But in saying that, the group that played the most, and obviously Nat and Sonny, been absolute legends of our club for a long time. They didn't play a lot of footy in 25, and Aishi as well. He barely played. So the guys that keep playing for us and are out there most weeks that we saw in 25, they'll all be back and all playing again, and all that 12 months further advanced.
Looks like any changes to father, sons and NGA regions won't happen until next year. Is there any planning ahead that affects this year's draft?
Not so much this year's draft. I think we're sort of across the rules, and it's nice that they haven't changed them on us. This close to the draft. But we know that next year there'll be some shift with that. We just need to prepare and plan accordingly, and making sure that we've got a good zone, and we've got some players coming through that we think will be AFL players in the next few years. So we've just got to make sure that we can adapt with the new rules, so that we can accommodate them on our list as best as possible, and using points, which is going to be more of a fairer system, which I think overall is better for the competition. But we'll just need to make sure we plan accordingly for the players that we feel we've got coming through our NGA in the next couple of years.